Ooh, nice piece of wood. It's a live edge wood. It's like cut straight from the tree. It's looking very nice. What can we do with this? I'm going to make a table, small table with this, like coffee table, with this piece of wood. I'm gonna remove those edges. I have to cut it in half. I want to make like a river table. That's what they call it. Epoxy river table. This gonna be the first part of, maybe there is gonna be 2 or 3 parts of making this table. So this first video will be part 1, and it's gonna be part 2 and part 3, probably maybe 2 parts. I'll see how I can squeeze this process making this table to just 2 parts or 3 videos. I usually work on this table when I'm off work or have nothing to do. So it's basically took me like 15-20 days to finish this project, and we're gonna see all together how this goes. So after cutting this piece on 2, I'm gonna start sanding it, taking all the small pieces out so we won't be no debris when we pour epoxy on it. It took a lot of sanding, a lot of hard work.
We still rise above. First the love was there, then the paper came, then the haters came. We still rise above.
Yeah. I hustle no muscle. I never be muzzled. I'm a piece to a puzzle. I'm Robert Townsend and my words is gonna highlight.
On this step right here, we're gonna be sanding the wood. I used I think 220 sandpaper. Sand every edge, make sure everything is very smooth, and that's preparation to put some pre-stain liquid. Here you go. Now we're gonna start putting the pre-stain just to make the wood ready for the stain.
I am insensitive.
On this step, we're gonna apply the stain to the wood.
Last night out of the blue.
أنس أنس
Yes.
أنس تخليك البصرة
Yes. Yes, I can صور. Can صور. The wife here wants me to come and eat in the middle of the work. Okay, the next step is we're gonna make like a mold for the table to sit in it, and so we can put epoxy on the top of everything and cover the whole pieces of wood with the epoxy and stuff. So we're gonna cut it and make like a place for this table to sit. After we make the edges for this box we're gonna make for this table, we're gonna cut them, and I'm trying to go as straight as possible with those lines that I made, and we'll see how it comes. Right now we're gonna make holes for the screws, just to make it easy for the screws to go in. We're just gonna make holes all around for those edges so we can hold them with some screws. But before we do that, we're gonna have, even this is like a plastic on the top of this wood, we're still gonna use some tack tape so it won't stick, the epoxy won't stick to this and it'll be hard to remove it. So this is the tape I'm using. I'm gonna cover the edges, the bottom, so the epoxy, since it's a liquid and it's really sticky, we want it to be easy to remove, because this is just to fill the epoxy on those pieces of wood that we making this table with. And after the epoxy is completely dry, we're gonna have to remove these pieces of wood, so hopefully it's gonna be easy to remove. Right now we're gonna put those edges together with the screws to make the box for this table. Right, after this I'm gonna use some silicone to close all those edges so the epoxy will not leak at all. So we're gonna take our box to a dust free place, and we're gonna make sure it's level, because epoxy it's self-leveling, so we have to be the same level everywhere on the box, so when we put epoxy it stays together. Now we're gonna put our two pieces of wood after we clean them and they dust free like this, and now we can start telling where is the river is going to be. We hold them with two pieces of wood temporary with screws, and I will see you on the next part 2 video to see the rest, the fun parts.